Breeze Nation, what is good? It's your boy Pat the Designer back at it again. Designer Driving Chronicles heading up to practice 6. As listen, I am loving the continued growth that we're seeing. I saw some people kind of panicking and losing their minds the other day. I saw some people, freaking out as always happens. You know what I mean? And for me, again, it's an understanding of there is a lot of bad that has to be fixed, and now you're at the point where you're starting to build on the skill set of Caleb Williams. Yesterday we got to see some of the best days of Caleb Williams as far as 11-on-11 goes, and in 7-on-7, all of a sudden he's starting to look a little bit more comfortable with the system. All of a sudden he's starting to look a little bit more comfortable with how he's being used in this offense, and he's starting to complete some of those passes in the 11-on-11. Didn't see a situational period yesterday. Thought we might see some red zone yesterday because it was the first day in pads. It was more of a mild day, I think, as far as practices have gone. With first day in pads. Don't know if that was intentional or not, but what I did love, or maybe it was because of the heat. I mean, it was humid as all get out yesterday, and maybe they ended up, changing some things around so it wasn't as bad on the players. I mean, they literally had a guy out there with a sponge hosing these guys down, essentially, or just squeezing the sponge out on their jerseys with ice cold water to try and keep that core temperature down. But listen, they worked through it. They got through it. They made some nice improvements, I thought. I think we haven't seen a good day from 11-on-11 from Caleb Williams yet. Yesterday we did, right? Again, building on the things that you have learned already and adding something else to it. What I want to see today up at camp is truly just seeing this team go out there. And now, okay, we're starting to see these 11-on-11 plays build. Let's start to build on that deep ball connection a little bit. Let's start to get some of those routes downfield a little bit. Yesterday was a lot of the underneath stuff, and I don't know if that was by design because they were in pads, right? And I think this is the problem when I see people doing Caleb Williams went 1 for 19 today, or he went 4 for 17 today. I mean, like, the problem that I see with that is, one, usually it's not in the periods of actual things that will happen on the field, right? Usually it's in the install period, and this is the first time that he's seeing this offense, and so you're judging him on him learning the plays on the field and stuff like that, and actually putting the plays into place. But what I do like about this is what we saw yesterday seemed very, very intentional with a lot of the underneath passes, a lot of the short passes. I don't know if it was, but it seemed like that to me. There were a lot of passes to Olamide Zaccheaus. There were a lot of passes that were safe over the middle to Colston Loveland, who really was the star of yesterday. And when you look at how it seemed like they were trying to get things involved in the run game because they had the pads on, and you can actually see, okay, how does the run game look? How does the pass blocking look? How are the left tackles looking? What are we truly working with here? So I think it was more intentional. I don't know. I'll try and ask Ben Johnson that today. But again, they're at part 6 of this install now, and hopefully we see them continue to learn and grow as we go through the install process. I'm truly looking to see, okay, when we're actually working on the deep ball, when we're actually, trying to hit those guys down the field, and it's not just a broken play where Caleb Williams is trying to turn it into something, what does that offense look like? You know what I mean? I would love for that to be today. Don't know if it will be. But I love the fact that yesterday we got to see some of the genius of Ben Johnson when it came to the play calling, right? Like that's the part for me that gets me excited. Seeing Ben Johnson actually be the mastermind. We saw him, set DJ Moore and Cole Kmet up in the backfield, and Cole Kmet's in a fullback position, and DJ Moore's the running back in that situation. And on one play, DJ Moore takes the handoff and he runs it up the gut, and I think it was a gain of probably 6 or 7 yards. Good run, right? And then on the next play, you see not DJ Moore taking the handoff, but both DJ and Cole Kmet running out in the flats. They end up hitting Cole Kmet on the left side, and he brings in the football as he goes down. Like, those are the things to me that you're starting to see the mastery, the genius of Ben Johnson, and hopefully we continue to see that today. I mean, really, truly, I like where this team is at right now for day 6. I agree with Ben Johnson. I think that we're talking about a left tackle competition where I looked at it yesterday and I said, listen, there's clearly a competition happening here. It feels like Ozzie may have a little bit of an edge right now of all the left tackles, but we saw them utilize in the 11 on 11 every single left tackle option there, and none of them were just eviscerated from the left side. And so I think that competition is real. Hopefully we start to see that kind of take shape here today. I'm very intrigued to see if we get what we got yesterday with each guy taking a rep, or if you start to see one guy getting more reps than the other, because Ben Johnson wants to have this figured out fairly quickly. He's not trying to have this, you're questioning who the left tackle is going into this Miami game. I would think that you want to know the answer by the time you get to that game on who's going to be on the starting lineup, and that could mean this is the week to truly figure that out, and you're going to just roll with whoever's the top dog right there. It could still be Braxton. I didn't think Braxton was god-awful yesterday. I thought, he was okay. I think the same issues still remain with Braxton. I thought Ozzie Trapilo, he looks like, his first step, my God, it gets into you. Like, when you watch him, he looks like a natural left tackle, and he played on the right. So that does excite me, especially from a rookie standpoint. Doesn't mean that he's going to be great by the time we get onto the field on Monday night, right? That's a very difficult defensive line that you're going up against. But if the rookie wins, you want to feel good about that. But I'll tell you what, it's going to be probably, I would say, this week, maybe early into next week, where you're sitting there figuring out this competition. But I doubt by the time we get to that game, we're still questioning who the left tackle is on this team. But hey, I do want to know how you guys feel in the comments below. I'll be down there talking with you guys as well, man. Heading up here to day 6. My day started off a little wild, bro. I end up running over a squirrel who I think wanted to die. Like, I was leaving the crib and like I saw the squirrel, and you know what squirrels do, they stand there, they look at you, and then they run off. He just stood there like stunned, and I was like, he's gonna move, ta-dunk. And I'm kind of like, it took me a while to record this video because I had to mentally process that I just took that thing's life. If you don't know this about me, I love animals. That's the thing that I love the most. If I didn't end up doing this, I shouldn't say that. If I could stand going to school, I probably would have been a veterinary surgeon. That's what I truly wanted to do. But I love animals. So it was wild to me that I killed that man this morning. I did not intend to. But that was a side note. As always, man, it's your boy, Pat the Designer, back at it again. Y'all stay safe out there, Chicago. Bear down. One love. I did them birds like Jordan B. doing them pigeons, man. I did that squirrel like Jordan B. doing them pigeons. Peace.